Hello boys, my name is RighteousNicky and I'm coming today to tell you about the Heroes of the Storm patch that just came live yesterday. Now we already covered the PTR in the previous video. There is some minor changes that they have tweaked since then and I'm gonna deliver to them for you real quick. This is a very good one. This is a very cool one in the general section. Added XP given to enemy display. This will show up as a purple floating text for the player that had their hero slain. So, I think when your hero dies, it's gonna show you how much experience you gave to the enemy. At least that's how I think it would work. So that's very nice. You would know if you actually gave an experience or maybe denied it by dying to like a fort. It's good to have that clarification. Balance updates. All of the balance changes that they did last time, they've been nerfed actually. You don't see by how much here. But by my memory, Lily Jug was 80 previously. They tuned it down to 75. I think that was completely unnecessary. I mean, it's a big number upgrade, but come on guys. It's Lily. You didn't do anything else with her kit. At least let her ultimate be more impactful so you know the enemy needs to maybe dedicate something to interrupt it. Anyway, Medivh armor duration went from 6 seconds to 5 seconds, 1 second nerf, and from 50 armor to 40 armor, 10 armor nerf. This is gonna make it a little bit more balanced in my opinion, because the previous statistics, 6 seconds, 50 armor, in my opinion, sounded completely broken. This sound like should be playable. We need to test it live to see if it's gonna be worth it. And Nova anti-armor shells duration went from 3 to 6 to 3 to 4. I think that's fair. This is the most busted Nova talent on level 7. So let's not make it too much stronger than it already is. And well, you know, a little something for Nova players to maybe start picking the hero a little bit more. On the bug fixes side, the changes they did, certain heroes would show a red confirmation arrow instead of a green arrow when moving. I'm not sure why would you want that. I mean, that's when you click on the ground and you see instead of the green arrows like that, you're gonna be seeing red. I don't know, maybe it's if you cannot move there. I don't know, gets a click, gets some type of a visual clarification. There is some Blackheart bait tweaks. The display happens once the coin. Chests now feature a warning indicator for the coin and land location. The display happens once the coin has been launched and not prior to the coin launching. I don't have anything to say about that. I haven't even played Blackheart Bay in ages. I only play ranked. Wasp Cavern, this is like a RAM situation. The minions would give you 1 experience, which they shouldn't have. They should be giving warps or something like a balance there. I don't know. This is a very good one here. Abatur. Evolve Monstrosity stacks are now a heroic quest, and players will now be able to see how many stacks the Monstrosity has on the scoreboard. And when it has full stacks, it will display a quest complete indicator. So, as an enemy, I can now see if the Monstrosity is fed, and is it gonna be more valuable for me to chase it around and kill it to deny the Abatur more extra push, for example. Fixed an issue that caused Aurak's lightning surge to display incorrectly at 1 range. I have no idea what's going on with that. Should be maybe some visual correction of the lightning. If you cast it, that was bugging out, I don't know. Fixed an issue that caused the Horus to hit invulnerable heroes. That is very good. I'm a Horus enjoyer myself. That means that if someone, let's say, gets divine shielded, and you hit it with the Horus, because the timing was rough, that target is not gonna count for the Horus, which actually is a nerf, because if you go for the level 20 Horus upgrade, you wouldn't be counting the 5% extra heal and damage from hero targeted, because Horus is like a full splash line. I think it's fair. Now, I have no idea what's going on here. Divine Star Sword for Anduin and Ogre be destroyed when leaving the base during the game start period. I don't know what that even is. That's not a talent, I think. Anyway, you guys will figure that one out. Fixed an issue that causes searing light to not grant energy when hitting a protected enemy. That's a very cool interaction here. Because Sometimes I forget that when you do damage with Searing Light, it also gives you back Holy Power because you did damage. So now you're gonna get that Holy Power back even if someone is protected. But I don't think it's gonna work for Invulnerable. Fix the issue that causes Asmodan Demon Warriors to leave a permanent burning visuals if killed at the same moment they spawn. I've definitely seen that happening. That's gonna make the game a little bit more clean, so that's nice. Tie the scene to leave a visual markers at a place of death. That's the level 10 purple ultimate. More visual improvement. No longer possible to cast Tie the Scene when it's already active. I never knew about that. Good, I guess. Fixed an issue that caused Blaze to deal bonus damage to enemies hit by another Blaze Flame streams. So, I'm not sure what's up with that. I do know that Blaze is an overpowered, overtuned hero that has been begging for some nerfs. I would believe that if you hit a Q with exactly 2 Qs on the same heroes that was supposed to do bonus damage, then it would do more bonus damage than it should have been. I don't know, man. I don't play Blaze. Fix an issue that will cause nuclear option to trigger on an already exploded mech. I've never seen that. Macro missiles no longer hits invulnerable targets. That makes sense. Garrosh in Unrivaled Strength bonus is now additive. So, I don't play Garrosh, but I know this is the level 1 talent, I think. 125% extra throw damage. So, there's some math changes on this one. I'm not very good at math, so you guys can figure that one out. There's some definitely some tweaks on those numbers. Water Elemental Frostbolts on Jaina will now behave consistently with Jaina's Frostbolts. I personally don't play Water Elemental, but I assume that if you play the Water Elemental upgrade and you throw Q, that Q from the Water Elemental mirror will be a lot more precise and proactive depending on how you cast it as Jaina as well, which is very nice. Chattering T will now chase but not trap vulnerable targets. This is a fair change. Fix the issue that caused Splinter Spear to not display correctly while blinded or against an evading enemy. Display, I guess a more clear visual. Execute orders now displaying death recap for its Hyperion cast. So, I think this is, if you by some miracle die from the Hyperion that is casted from Jimmy dying, and you die from that damage, in your death recap you're gonna see Hyperion. Level 20, I mean, you're gonna see level 20 execute order killed you. That's what I would assume. Fixing the issue that caused orbital BFG to not be affected by damage reduction. That means that if Hammer gets hit by the level 13 Hogger, orbital BFG for those 5 seconds is gonna do reduced damage. I mean, sure, I don't think that's a big deal. Pulse Detonation Core will replace Spider Mines in the recap if chosen. This is the level 7 talent. So, just a more clear visual in the death recap again. If you die from that as a talent. Spider Mines is now modified by Defense Matrix and Ultimate Evolution damage modifications. So, I thought the Defense Matrix meant the level 16 Hammer talent with the shield, but actually this is Diva's Matrix. So, if a Diva comes in and puts a matrix on you, your Spider-Man damage is gonna be reduced by half. And Ultimate Evolution, that's Avatar. If you clone a hammer, you add 20% spell power on her, which includes mines, which would improve the mine damage. So those are like a little bit of tweaks. Spider-Man duration will continue while they're chasing. So I think this, I'm a Hammer Spider build enjoyer, so I think this is a nerf. That means that I haven't noticed, but I guess if the Spider Mine is chasing someone, it would stop the duration of the mines. But now if someone is running from the mines, the duration is continuing, they're gonna expire more quickly, which is a big change. Spider Mines will no longer detonate on invulnerable targets, but will continue to chase them. So that's like a positive change. So you don't waste the mines on immune people. But again, very situational stuff. Spider mines will now display their damage when clicked in the target info panel. Cool. So you can check stats on them if you so desire. Fix an issue that caused Get Stuff to be capable of knocking back a target multiple times when melee was cast in quick succession. This is the level 20 talent where you would put a bomb and then boop, and the target would get knocked back. Though I have seen people getting pushed more than normal, so maybe that was what was happening. But I've never seen like the W sound or something like that happen. And well, glad they fixed it. Fix an issue that caused Get Stuff to knock back targets with other hero pulse bombs placed on them. Huh. Interesting bugs there. Glad they're fixing them. And Walked and Warded will now cause Tracer's basic attack to display as criticals when active. Some of you might have not played Tracer since last patch, but they actually removed that last patch and added it so when you reload your level 7 Walked and Warded talent, the crit or the auto attacks was removed, but instead was happening on your mana. So if you crit successfully, your mana bar would crit and your auto attacks would keep going as normal. That was to make the game a little bit more clear, but I honestly prefer the basic auto attacks to crit. It was just a lot more satisfying. I'm glad they changed that back to its normal original state. Everything else, guys, is same as the PTR, so I'm not gonna be covering those. You can check them out if you want. But that's gonna be it from me from today. Thank you for watching, and I hope Blizzard continues patching up the game. We actually got 3 patches in the last 6 months, which is insane. I haven't seen Microsoft yet putting like a bigger finger on the Heroes of the Storm situation or any other Blizzard game situation as of now. Hopefully we're gonna start some cogs moving, and hopefully Heroes of the Storm is gonna become a bigger part of their development any day now. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, stay righteous.